Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's happening? How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Trailblazers Radio. I am your host, Frederick Beatty, and thank you guys for tuning in, rocking out and vibing out with us. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys are right here, hanging out with us, and we most definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with us. So, first and foremost, as I always like to tell everybody, man, please like and follow us on all of our various social media platforms. Most definitely follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. Thank you guys for doing. Thank you guys for doing that. Also, man, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We got great content over there on our YouTube channel. So most definitely like and subscribe, man. Most definitely like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got some great things going on over there, and also check us out on our Facebook page. Check us out on our website www.trailblazersradio.net. We got some great things going. We got some great information going on over there. Gonna be doing a slight revamping of the website, but do a slight revamping of the website just to remove some content and to add some content. So most definitely check us out. Most definitely check us out there. And most definitely, and the last but most definitely not least, well, thank you guys, our viewers, our listeners, our subscribers, our supporters. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here. And most definitely have to give thanks uh, to the Most High God because without Him, none of this is possible. None of this is possible. So, song you heard in the background is the title of the track is called "Victory Is Made by My." It was created and produced by my cousin, uh, Nubia Niles Music. Man, go check her out on Instagram. Man, she's got some great tracks. She's also got some great things going on over there on her Instagram page. So go check her out at Nubia Niles Music, man. She got some great tracks, and she also has some great things going on over there. Hey Simone, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. Most definitely appreciate that. So and also just want to let you guys know at toward the middle or toward the middle of this particular stream, I'm gonna play a video in support of an artist. So you know what I'm saying. Um, and I'm also gonna let you guys know where you guys can find him on social media on IG, TikTok, Facebook, and everywhere else. So toward the middle of the stream, I am gonna play a video. I am gonna play a video to support it in support of an artist. So most definitely tune in for that. But let's get down to the brass tacks of why I'm here, of why I am on this platform right now. So let's do this. So the title of this particular podcast is called Living Up to the Meaning of Your Name. Why is that a subject right now? Or why did I choose that to be a subject right now? And the question actually is, are you living up to the meaning of your name? So let me tell you, I'm gonna let you guys know the inspiration of where this came from and where this came from, why it means what it means, and where it came from. So first and foremost, the inspiration for this came from. There's a song on Nipsey Hussle's CD, the Slauson Boy CD, called "I Do This." This also has Mozzie and also Thug on it as well. But there's a line where Nipsey Hussle says the first verse. There's a line in that first verse says, "I just want to live up to the meaning of my name." That was a very very profound line for me, and it is the basis of what I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk a little bit about tonight. And I'm not gonna take up too much of your time tonight, but I do want to express this to you guys tonight. Okay, the basis of this came from also was something that I talked about on in support of a good friend of mine, Sheena Gerdine, and Miss Pamela Williams, their platform unapologetically free, and I spoke about living up to the meaning of your name, and I was very brief into that, but I want to expound a little bit on that even more. So I really want to expound on that a lot more. And like I said before, the line in his song was very profound to me, and it brings up the basis of what I want to talk about to you. We'll talk about with you guys tonight. So, what is a name? What does it mean? Why were you given that name? What's the purpose of your name? Why is it important to live up to the meaning of your name? I have some things that I can tell you guys about that, and I will get into those things. Or we'll get into those things. But first and foremost, names are one of the things our parents give us from birth. Names are one of the more important things that our parents give us from birth. Whether they name us immediately after we're born, or whether they wait maybe a day or two after we're born. But the first, but the first, but the first, the one of the things after our parents see us coming to this world, and all our crying and screaming glory, after they see us, and dad cuts the umbilical cord, and mom holds you, and then dad holds, and your father holds you. They give us a name. Names are one of the things that our parents give us. Besides the gift of life, it is one of the most important things that is bestowed upon us throughout the course of our lives, which means it follows us in birth, and it transcends us after we're gone. Our names precede us in both negative and positive ways. Our names can be the gateway to us. Our names can be a gateway to us getting advancing, and getting a little getting a little further in life. Names, just like our reputations, can precede us in both good and bad. But first and foremost, what does it mean to live up to the meaning? What does it mean to live up to the meaning of your name? So there's some things I want to throw at you guys. Well, not throw at you, but there's some things I want to kind of make clear when I talk about what does it mean to live up to the meaning of your name, and the question, and also the secondary question: are you living up to the meaning of your name? So before we even jump into that, first of all, we have to understand what our name means. Learning the etymology of our names is extremely important. So learning the etymology of our names is extremely important. And I will use my name for example. So for example, take my name, Frederick. What does my name mean? My name is the Germanic origin. My name is of Germanic origin, meaning it comes from Germany. Its meaning means peaceful ruler. It is now is the Frederick is the English form of the Germanic name Friedrich. Now there's a different spelling, so and Friedrich is spelled Friedrich. The German and every all word and all names have word elements attached to them. There are two word elements attached to my name. The first word element, and again, this is of Germanic origin. The first word element means is freed, which means peace, and Rick, the second word element, which means ruler or power. The reason I say that the etymology of your name is important because it is very it's not it's almost it's vital to know what your name means. Your name can be something good, can be something horrible, can be something negative, can be something good, can be something negative. 90% out of 100, a lot of the names that we're given have a positive meaning to them. I never knew that. First of all, I never knew that my name meant peaceful ruler, and I never knew that my name was of Germanic origin until number one, my girlfriend put it in front of me, and then number two, I researched it. I looked at it. I researched it to confirm it. So it is important for you to know the etymology of your name. What does it mean? What is it? How can you apply that meaning to your life? How can you apply that how can you apply the meaning of your name not only to your life but also to the things that you do in your life? If you're curious to know what your if you're curious to know, strongly suggest that I strongly encourage you to look up the meaning of your name and find out what it means. You can and find out what it means. And I strongly suggest that you read that you not only just understand and know what your name means, but also understand the etymology of it, the beginnings of it, the word elements attached to it. What word what word elements are attached to it? What origin did it come from? Is it Swahili? Is it Swahilian origin? What origin does it come from? And then also understand the word elements of it. How is it broken down? What do those word elements mean? Is it are the word elements a compound word, or is it two words? Or is it two words? Like my name means, like I said, my name means peaceful ruler. The word element free means peace, and Rick means power, ruler, or power. So if you're curious to know, I strongly encourage you to look up the meaning of your name, and not just look up the meaning. Look at the etymology of it. Look at the beginnings of it. Where did it come from? Where did it where did it originate? But now that I've got that out the way, excuse me, I'm pretty sure you're asking yourself, what does it mean to live up to the meaning of a name? What does it mean to live up to the meaning of your name? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, Simone. Um, I'm actually flip flopping between uh, a Word document that I have on my laptop and also the live stream. So I apologize for that. So, but the question I'll ask you guys, what does it mean to live up to the meaning of your name? How does that apply? How does that apply to us? How does that apply to you? I'll tell you. Number one, living up to the meaning of your name requires that you give honor to the ones that gave you. Requires number one that you give honor to the ones that gave you your name. What do you mean by that, Fred? It means that you honor number one your parents because they're the ones that gave you the name. They gave you the name. But number two, you also honor God because God saw it fit for your parents to bring you into this world, but also to give you that name. Our parents give us those names, for whether or not they research it or look it up or whatever it means. But they give us those names because they feel because the name they give us is is important to them because they entrusted us with an assignment and a mission. They not only were you given an assignment and a mission, your parents also instilled the value system that you currently have or you developed, and that's important. That's vitally important. What is that? What is it? What is also what? But what does that mean in what does that mean in the most simplest of senses? It means that you're honoring your mother and your father because they are the ones through God's blessings that created you. They're the ones that raised you. They're the ones that instilled the value systems they're the ones that instilled their value systems into you. They're the ones that instilled they're the ones that help instill your beliefs and your your city and all other systems that are in place. So honor them. Honor your parents. Honor the ones who gave you that name, who bestowed that name upon you, who who thought enough about you to wait to give you the name that you currently have. Because in this day and age, I mean, we because in this day and age, we do, and this is what we do. We have the power to change our names. We do have the power to change our birth names. But why would you? Excuse me. We have the power to change our birth names, but why would you? But why would you? Your name had an inherent meaning to your mother and your father when you were presented to them. They saw something in you when they named you when they gave you the name that they gave you. Look at honor them by living up to the meaning of the name that they gave you. Second thing I want to talk, I want to jump on living up. The second thing, living up to the meaning of your name also requires that you honor and respect yourself, irrespective of how others honor and respect you. I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm gonna let that sink. I'm gonna pause for a moment. I'm gonna let that sink in. But I'm also gonna repeat it. Living up to the meaning of your name requires that you honor and respect yourself, irrespective of how others honor and or respect you. Yes, respect is important. Yes, honor is important. Those things you want you, those things we strive to get from other people. But self honor and self respect, they both to me they go hand in hand. When you respect yourself, when you respect and honor yourself, you're in a much more positive, you're much in a much more positive frame of mind. You vibrate, or your energy is higher. You vibrate on a higher level because you know you have self honor and self respect for yourself. You have respect for yourself. A lot of us, and I will most definitely throw myself in this. A lot of us have issues with self respect and self honor, and I'll even throw in self confidence. A lot of us have issues with that. A lot of us believe that our respect is a lot of us believe that our respect is based on our respect is based upon how others respect us, or how others honor us, or how confident people how much confidence people have in us. We base how we feel, and we base how we act on those things. Excuse me. We base how we look at ourselves on those things. We think if we're not respected by people, we're thinking we're not respected or honored by people outside of ourselves, then our lives may or may not have meaning to them. But that's so far from the truth. That's so far from the truth. So far from the truth. Living up to the meaning of your name requires that you honor and respect yourself, irrespective of how other people honor and respect you. People can dishonor you and disrespect you with their actions and their words. And that is the inherent part of the human experience and human nature. But ask yourself, do I respect and honor me more? Do I give myself more honor and more respect? Do I look at myself and say, hey, I'm worthy of the honor. I'm worthy of giving myself respect. I'm worthy of giving myself honor. I'm worthy of being self confident. I'm worthy of being the person that I know that I am, and also the person who God has called me out to be. Because at the end of the day, we as human beings have to look and think higher of ourselves, because folks will think what they think of you. Period. Folks will think what they think of you. Period. Folks will dishonor you. Folks will disrespect you for a myriad of reasons. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what do you think of you? How do you feel about you? How confident are you, in your abilities, and how confident are you in your abilities and your in every way? How confident you are in your abilities? How confident are you in the things that you present to people? How confident are you in how you honor yourself? How confident are you in how do you respect yourself? Do you disrespect yourself? Do you disrespect yourself? Do you dishonor yourself? If you do that, you are doing yourself a disservice. And I'm not saying this just because I'm just to be saying it, because I I'm gonna put myself on when I mentioned all these things, all these tenets about living up to the meaning of our names. I thought about myself first before I even put it on put us or them or I thought about myself first. And I asked myself the same question. I asked myself the same question. Am I living up to the meaning of the name that my mother and my father gave me? Am I actually living up to these tenets that I'm putting out? Yes and no. But at the same instance, I'm also learning. I'm learning to live up to the meaning of my name. And I'm also learning to follow the things that I'm discussing tonight. Are you dishonoring yourself? Are you disrespecting yourself by not being confident in your abilities? If you are, and again, I'm most definitely in that boat too. If you are, it might be time to reevaluate. Look at things in a different way. Look at things in a different perspective. Look at things in a different light. In a different light. The next one I want to talk about: living up to the meaning of our names requires us to live up to our fullest potential. What do I mean by that? When we live up to our fullest potential, it's like the whole world is open to us. When we live to our great, I won't even say our fullest, our greatest potential. Because there's a difference, but to me, there's a difference between fullest and greatest. Our fullest potential means that, okay, well, we're just gonna, we're gonna live up to whatever bar we set for ourselves, and that's that. No, live up to your greatest potential. When I say live up to your greatest potential, that means set your sights higher. Set them higher than where they are. Living up to your name. When I say we need to live up to our greatest potential, that means we continually push forward. That means we're continually pushing to be successful in something, to be successful somewhere. We all have the we all have greatness in us. And I won't even say the potential of greatness, because saying the potential of greatness means that it's a maybe, that it's probably a maybe. And when I say we all have greatness in us, that's not a maybe. That is a definite. We all have greatness in us. We are all destined for greatness. When we live up to to our greatest potential, that we win. We win. We win, y'all. We win, y'all. We win. And it's not about succeeding or anything of that nature. What I also want to, but other thing that I want to point out when I say living up to our greatest potential, when we live up to the greatness that when we're trying to live up to our name and live and meaning that we try to live up to our greatest, to our greatest potential. That means that we're going to have moments to where we fall short. There are going to be moments to where we fall short, to where we fail, to where we do not succeed, to where we just just come up short. Living up to our greatest potential puts that in the equation. We're going to fall short. We're going to fail. We're not going to succeed at everything. But it also means what I also mean when I say living up to our greatest potential. I also mean that we learn the lessons from our fail. We learn the lessons from our shortcomings, our failures, and we apply those lessons, and we keep it moving, and we keep it pushing. We keep going. Living up to the potential, living up to the meaning of our name requires us to live up to a standard, live up to a live up to a particular standard. Whatever standard it is you set for yourself, that is your standard. But our standards for ourselves should be high, should be higher than how can I say this? Our standards should be higher than what we set them at now. We have I'm gonna say something that's probably going to be an unpopular truth, but I'm gonna say it. Some of the standards that we set for ourselves are so very low is that sometimes we don't have them. So living up to the meaning of your name requires you to live to set. Well, first of all, it requires you to set high standards for yourself and then live up to those high standards. Does that make you a haughty or arrogant person? No, it does. No, it does not. Because someone who is it doesn't make you a haughty or arrogant person. It just means that you have standards for yourself. But it also means that those same standards you have for yourself, those are the standards that you should have for others. If your standard is high on respect and honor, then then that standard should permeate to other people around you, other people in your circle, other people in your zone of influence. Those standards you set for yourself, and like I said, you can't just be on low standards and thinking that everybody's gonna want to follow that or want to be in line with that and things of that nature just because my name's attached to it. No, yours you set your standards. You if you're setting high standards for yourself, then you should expect that from everybody that's in your circle of influence. If you're big on honor, if you're big on respect, if you're big on love for everybody, if you're big on altruism, and these are your standards, then those are the same standards that you expect. When people see you live up to your standards, they'll they'll be more than willing and ready to to come up and match your standards, to match you, to they'll be more than willing to come up and match you. They'll be more than willing to come say, hey, I want to be I want to be associated with you. I want to be aligned with you. We gotta live up to the we gotta live up to the standards. Living up to the meaning of our name means that means that we're the standard bearer. Our name, our thought processes, our value systems, our belief systems. We that those are we're the standard bearer of that. And people will follow us when they if they see that those standards are worth following, or they're worth aligning to. They're worth being aligned with. You know what I mean? And that was one that I did that I actually didn't include in it, but I did include it in my tank.
So, hey y'all, oh my god, I I am so sorry, y'all. Um, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry, y'all. My laptop took a dirt nap on me, and I apologize. So I'm back. So I am back up. I am back up. I am back up. I'm so sorry, y'all. I apologize for that. Um, I don't even know where I was, but and again, I sincerely apologize for the interruption of stream. Wow, that that has never happened before in quite some time. That has not happened before in quite some time, and I'm embarrassed of that, y'all. So I apologize to y'all. I really do apologize to y'all. I am very sorry for that. That's never happened in the middle of me podcasting. My laptop has never took a dirt nap on me. Wow. So I guess with that being said, I mean, I had a couple of other tenants that I wanted to put out here for you guys, but since my laptop decided to say the hell with you, I'm taking a dirt nap any day anyway. I'll kind of end it on I'll end it with with this last tenant, and then I'll end it with a thought, probably with a thought, and I'll play the video. Living up to the meaning of our names, of our names, whether that's a male name or a female name or living up to the meaning of our names requires us to be. What do you mean by that, Fred? Living up to the meaning of our names means that we got to be accountable and responsible. We have to be accountable for ourselves and our actions. We're accountable for our deeds. We're accountable for our words. Responsible for our words. So there's four things. So there's four things, but they're all the same thing. D I mean that I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry, guys. when I say that we're responsible for what I mean by that is that we are responsible for the actions negative. We're responsible. We're accountable. Friends, our family, our loved ones, which could be our witches, our spouses, our girlfriends, our fiancés, boyfriends. We owe it to them to be accountable. We owe it to them to be responsible. We owe it to them to be that type of person. Without accountability or responsibility, there's really no, there's really none, there's really nothing. We could talk about love and things, but but if there's no accountability or responsibility in that, there's nothing. If you're not accountable for your actions and your words, if you're not responding, you don't take responsibility for your actions and your words. If you don't hold anybody else accountable or responsible for your actions and for your words, then what do you necessarily have? Not much. And when we're talking about living up to the meaning of our name, we're talking about our responsibility as human beings, our responsibility as human beings to be human beings to other people, to show altruism, to show respect and honor. That's what it means to live up to the meaning of your name. And everything I said prior to that, is everything I said prior to those things mean that's what it means to live up to the meaning of your name. Being living up to your greatest potential, honoring your mother and your father, because they're the ones that God was the one that gave them the idea of bringing you into this world, but they're the ones that gave you that. But your parents are the ones that gave you the name that you bestow the name upon you. That's what that means, y'all. It means more than just your name. Your name has more meaning than just a signature on a signature on a line. Your your name has more meaning than just you enunciating it, pronouncing it. My name, my name, my name has more meaning and more power behind it than what I did. Our names have more meaning and more power behind them than what we imagine they have. And it's up to us to look and to tap into that power, tap into that etymology, tap into but that greatest potential of our names. Our names mean more than just our names are more than what our parents give us. And I'm going to talk a little. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in here in a second. But before that, I do want to play this video by a gentleman by the name of Prince Abajo. The name of the song is called "Life." And once the song is done, I'll let you guys know where you guys can find him on your various social media channels. So, good. I present to you Prince Abajo. We'll be right back.
Life is so boring. I'm working harder every day, in every way. more than I can bear. I can do anything for love and everyone and for myself. Giving all I have, my own. So when the sun is coming out, all I know is the feeling I will be okay. Every day working hard, moving on, and I know we will make mistakes. Before you know, I step to grow. Not ashamed to play the fool for the cause. Somehow I'm gonna start playing it off. Cause life,
sharing is what you need to do. This is your time.
it's time.
Keep doing what you got to do. This is your life. It's your life.
Cyber war, cyber love. I think you got the feeling what I'm banking up. Cyber war, cyber love. I think I wanna get it all.
It's your life.
I've got this feeling, every stone is in my way. Now I send my joy to you each day, each day. You can be anything you want, if you care, and if you dare. Just open up your heart again. So when the sun is coming out, all I know is the feeling I will be okay. Every day working hard, moving on, and I know we will make mistakes. Before you know, I step to grow. Not ashamed to play the fool for the cause. Somehow I'm gonna start playing it off.
Day by day, gonna make it great. I'm gonna keep it moving on. Day by day, gonna make it great. I'm gonna keep it moving on.
Cause life,
Sharing is what you need to do. This is your time.
it's time.
Keep doing what you got to do. This is your life. It's your life.
Cyber war, cyber love. I think you got the feeling what I'm banking up. Cyber war, cyber love. I think I wanna get it all.
It's your life.
Cyber war, cyber love. I think you got the feeling what I'm banking on. Way down, touchdown, shake down, touchdown. I think I wanna get it all.
It's your life.
What's up? I'm back, y'all. I'm back. That was Prince Amaho with Life. The internet checking out more of his music. You guys can check him out on Facebook at Prince Amaho. You also can check him out on Instagram as well as TikTok at Prince Amaho. Speaks to a lot of us, and probably how we should view life, y'all. But I know I've been struggle stream today to the I'm actually do a replay of this, or I may actually do this particular episode again, because I know a lot of people didn't quite get. I know I was cooking when um my computer might apologize for that, and I sincerely apologize for the quality of the stream tonight. I think I will repeat this again. Um, but before I go, I'm gonna throw a couple of names out there. announcements out here. I always said it before. Continue to like and follow us on our social media platforms, and continue to follow us on continue to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Um, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. .net. If you are an independent artist, if you are an author, if you are an entrepreneur, if you have a story, if you have something to hear from you. If you want to be a guest on if you want to be a guest on this particular on this podcast platform, man, just like I said, just we want to hear from you. Drop us a line. Drop us a line at trailblazersradio at gmail.com. And I'm gonna put the email in the chat. So if you know anybody who's an author, who's an independent artist, who's an entrepreneur, a businessman, businesswoman, um, somebody with an incredible story to tell, we want to hear from you. Well, we most definitely want to hear from you. And if you are interested, hit us up on our email www.trailblazersradio dot www not www trailblazersradio at gmail.com. And if you are interested to talk with us and things of that nature, hit us up on our website www.trailblazersradio.net. There is a form on the website, so fill that out, and someone will most definitely get in contact with you within 24 hours. So I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. Um, before I end up struggling, before tuned in tonight and heard and heard a lot of the things that I was saying, before I end up struggle streaming, and before my laptop decided to say the hell with it. So, and I apologize for the quality of the stream, y'all. That's never happened to me before. I also want to thank all the people. I want to thank all the people that's watching, that is watching this particular stream on Super Live, man. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I do want to throw a couple of announcements out here, I'm gonna get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening. First and foremost, this coming Friday, this coming Friday the 27th, the Office Alley is in full effect, and we are welcoming Taz the Freak. He's in the building, y'all. We're gonna be talking about some poetry, talk about some books and some poetry. We're also gonna be talking about a lot of stuff because it's been a minute since I talked since I talked to this brother. So it's been a minute. So we got some catching up to do, but we gonna make it do what it do. Um, make sure that you're also checking out my sis Latanya Harris Gooden, also known as LHG, Critical Conversations, man. She's been bringing that fire, man, with these critical conversations. If you guys have not tuned in to one of her shows, boy, are you missing out. You are missing out on a treat. So please make sure you check out Latanya Harris LHG on Critical Conversations on Saturdays, man. Check her out. Also Quint Jones and Coco Fenton on My Life Has Destiny podcast every Monday and Wednesday. Every Monday and Wednesday with you guys. Every Monday and Wednesday with you guys, man. They be throwing out some topics, and they be getting deep, y'all. They be getting deep. And when I say they be getting deep, they be getting deep. So if anybody that's on Super Live, they follow them. If you follow those guys, make sure you guys continue to follow them. And everybody that's here, make sure you guys continue to follow them as well. When I talk about they get deep, I mean they get deep, y'all. And then the Q and A's they be having. Oh my goodness! If you haven't been around for a Q&A session with Quentin and Coco, damn, y'all missing out. Y'all so missing out. Check them out tomorrow, man. They check them out tomorrow. They do have a Q&A show tomorrow, so make sure you check them out. But also on Tuesdays, my girl my city has good Girl Talk Tuesdays, and her first one was Lord have mercy. So make sure you guys tune in to Girl Talk Tuesdays with Latanya Harris Gooden. we're us a great content for you guys. So make sure you keep your eyes open and your ears to the ground. Um, Last but most certainly not least, before I get up out of here, man, starting February the 1st, I have a young lady. I have a young lady by the name of Joy Katanga Dabo in the building. She's gonna be in the building on Tuesday, not Tuesday, but Wednesday, February the 1st, and we're gonna be postpartum depression. First episode is gonna be what is postpartum depression, and then we're gonna talk more about it. And our episodes, we're gonna talk about how it affects the mother, how it affects the father, how it affects the child, how it affects the family. Tune in conversation. That's gonna be a great convo, y'all. A great convo. So those are all the announcements that I got for you guys tonight. So I'm about to get you guys more Wednesday evening. But before I do that, I do want to throw a final thought out here as it pertains to what I talked about, tonight before I started struggle streaming and my laptop decided to tell me the hell with you. Our names are more powerful than we think they are. Our names are more than just something that our names are more than just the things that our parent are more than just one of the things that our parents gave us or bestowed upon us. Our names carry weight. And no, not the type of weight that you guys are thinking. Of course, there are people's names that run around in certain circles that are heavy hitters and whatever in music and film and industry and things of that nature. But that's not the type of power that I'm talking about. It's not the type of influence that I'm talking about. The type of power and the type of influence that I'm talking about is the power to impact lives, the power to change a life with kind words, the power to accept responsibility for wrongdoing, the power to be able to just to be a game changer, to be a game and a world changer. Our names are more than just someone saying, "Well, my name's attached to that, so it is what it no." Just because your name is attached to something, doesn't always mean it is good. Just because your name is attached to something doesn't always mean it is good. And we have to be very cognizant and careful about what we attach our names to, what we associate our names with. Because like I said in the beginning of beginning of the stream, our names, just like our reputations, precede us in negative and positive ways. And our names are much more powerful than our names are powerful because the people that bear these names give them power. And we have to recognize the power in our names. So like I said before, if what it means, by all means, check it out. Look at it. Take a look at it. Check out the etymology of your name. Number one, and number two, you'd be surprised at where it originated or where it originates from. That's my thought. That's my thought for tonight. I love you guys. You follow God, and there's nothing you can do, but there's not a damn thing you can do about that. But until next time, I will see. I will see you guys to the next one. And blessed evening.